Hello. If you're new to gardening, if you're gardening at home, if you're growing vegetables in buckets for the first time, you may be harvesting vegetables right now. You may be turning those buckets out. The vegetables are washed, brought indoors, cooked and eaten. But what about the soil? Have you got a plan for the soil? You should have. I have a plan for my soil. I'm harvesting vegetables right now. I know exactly what I'm going to be doing with that soil. I'll tell you that shortly, but first, have a read of some text that I got from a newspaper a couple of years ago. This is something that I've already covered in previous videos, but if you're new to gardening, you probably haven't seen them. So read this text, then come back to me. Okay, so we're not farmers. If we're gardening at home, we don't have an allotment. We probably don't have a big backyard or a big garden. That's why we're gardening in buckets. But we're using soil, we're using compost, just on a smaller scale. But it still needs some TLC. I'm going to cut you now to a few screen grabs from previous videos of mine that will show you what I've grown in buckets over the years. Now I want you to bear this in mind, that the soil in most of these screen grabs I've been using for well over a decade. Same soil, year after year after year. Have a look at the screen grabs, see what it's possible to grow in buckets, then come back to me and I'll tell you how to get that soil back into tip-top condition for next spring, for the beginning of the next growing year. Watch those screen grabs, then come back to me. Okay, so as you could see, I grow a wide range of vegetables here at Homegrown Veg, and those buckets are only small, and that soil I've used year after year after year. How have I managed it? Well, I've put it under a layer of chop and drop at the back end of every year. Put the soil back in the bucket, put an organic mix of chop and drop on top of that soil and let it stand through the colder months. The weather and whatever lives in that soil will take care of the recycling. It's only a small layer on top of a small bucket. But over the colder months, it will disappear into the soil in that bucket, and that bucket of soil will be ready to go next spring. All you do is turn it out, break it up, and if you want to add some fertiliser, then you can do that then, add a dry fertiliser, mix it up, pop it back in the bucket and plant it. You're up and running again. Don't be spending money, don't be spending too much money on this. I mean, you've got the basic ingredients, you've got the things you need, you've got the bucket, you've got the soil, small amount of fertiliser, and it's good to go. I've done it year after year. You can do it year after year. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. This is Homegrown Veg, signing out.